Hayward throws middle. It's picked off.
Hayward against Davis. It's stolen by Green. Here's Kuzma. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Yo, this is Mr. Glass, and welcome to Glasshouse.
Yes, indeed.
What's up, y'all?
What's up?
Oh, ready to do it, baby.
All right. It is Tuesday night. Once again, we're in the house that Glass built. Welcome to the Glasshouse podcast. I'll be the MC for the night since Mr. Glass wants to be diva, but it's all good.
What you talking about?
No. You know, because I'm sitting here and I had to shut my mouth because you said the house that Glass built. And I was just about to say something that belongs on Rats. So I'm going to just keep it.
No, say it. I want to hear this now.
Man.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see what you got.
No, we're going to say what you did.
I'm just trying to see. I'm just trying to see if you need to get headbutted. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, if y'all need to go back and watch Rats from last night. Because let me tell you something. That Jurassic Park headbutt, that'll scare you in your sleep right there, man.
Sometimes that's how you got to get him, man.
I'm going to let you know.
You see what happens, dog. You know what I mean?
We actually got a little snippet of Rats. If you guys missed it, let's check it out.
Y'all just if y'all want to be real, y'all want to be real. LeBron really can't even match up to Tim Duncan. I'll wait. Tim Duncan would take LeBron to school. Tell him
Yo, I almost got stuck there.
Man, that's true though.
Admit that.
It's so
My
true,
man.
dog. I could not believe. Like, bro, we talking about a center, and then we talking about a small forward / power forward because that's what he was when he got older, and we talking about a center. How you gonna match up LeBron when it's a different show? It's a different show, bro.
Yeah,
let's check it out.
Yeah,
every Monday. Check it out.
That's hilarious.
All right, Mr. Glass. So what you thinking about? Which way you want to pivot?
So, last time we were on here, we touched on a lot of the games that I played when I was a kid, right? Mm-hmm. Most of it was centered around what I played as a kid. And then I grew up. And then we got into games that were much longer. And it took a lot more time to grind the games. And the first game that I really got into, and I believe you got into with me, Troy, on that line, is Destiny 1.
Yes, sir.
And Destiny 1 was a game that I kind of started playing because it was super hyped. Like, it was like the big thing, and everybody was looking forward to it. And I'd never tried a game like that yet. So I was interested. So then we started playing it, and we were not disappointed, man. It was one of the greatest rides in gaming history. The second chapter of Destiny just started the Witch Queen expansion last week. That's going strong. So, I mean, the Destiny franchise, which was built on Destiny 1, is still doing well to this day. And I believe you got some footage for us on D1?
I do. Let's go ahead and take a look at some Destiny 1.
I'm picking up signs of an old jump ship. Could be our ticket out of here. There's a ship. Clear him out.
So you go from that, right? And you look like those guns kind of look like you could find them in Call of Duty. You know what I mean? They look kind of realish with the real scopes and everything like that. And then later in the game, you get stuff like the Sleeper Simulant, which is a giant rail gun that shoots lasers. So, I mean, you go from real world looking weapons to these magnificent space weapons that do crazy things and you just don't know what to expect. And then on top of that, right, there's PvP in the game. So you're fighting against, monsters in the game, and then all of a sudden you're switching up and you're fighting against real people in the Crucible.
When did when did it come out?
16?
I want to say 14, actually.
14?
Because the reason why I want to say 14 is because the Taken King didn't come out until the second year. And then Rise of Iron didn't come out till the third year. And then we had that for another year and a half. And then Destiny 2 came out. So we had to be looking at when did Destiny 2 come out? 2019?
That's a good question. I should have paid attention to those things.
Yeah, me too. I feel like
That's fine, because all of these games past 2011, I wasn't gonna be able to afford anyway. I was too busy buying diapers. So this is all a premiere for me. So
hold on, I'm gonna find out real quick. Google is our best friend, guys.
No doubt. Definitely Destiny was another form of crack addiction that we would wake up and go to sleep playing Destiny. There was no other game. We'd always run with our clique. I mean, shoot, I love Destiny.
2017 is when Destiny 1. No, that's Destiny 2.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, I was correct. September 9th, 2014, Destiny 1.
Nice.
Destiny 2 came out in 2017. Really?
You're getting old, Glass.
Damn.
You're getting old.
I just can't believe that, because it feels like it's been a year since Destiny 2 came out. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like that much time has passed, but it's 5 years. It's crazy. But so I believe we should probably get into the stuff where I was the raid captain when we did all that stuff. And that's stuff that I learned, years ago playing the MMOs and stuff like that we had touched on in the first episode. So I did a lot of that stuff where I was kind of calling the shots and letting everybody know what they were supposed to do, where they were supposed to stand, what they were supposed to kill, all that stuff. And we wound up doing the raids with our own group. Didn't have to outsource, which a lot of teams did, which I was pretty proud of y'all for that. And, because think about it, man. I mean, most of the teams that played Destiny, they had that one guy that was like a ringer, and he would just go from team to team, and then that would be how they won the raid, because they had that one really good guy. But we were able to do it with our own group of friends. Didn't need to do all that.
Hey, I'll remind you of something else after I show you this. We're gonna hop into Destiny 2. We actually have some PvP action, so check this out.
Okay.
Iron Banner control. Opponent claimed Zone B. captured Zone B. Zone advantage is yours. And that's how you gain ground. Zone C lost. Six would be proud.
Wow. Iron Banner was definitely tough. I mean,
Brings you back.
your light mattered, which was like your power level in the game. And I see your message, Junior. You calling me a walnut, bro? You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that I can say right now. But we are a family-friendly podcast network out here, bro. You're lucky. All right, so you know, PvP in Destiny and Destiny 2, Iron Banner especially, you know, we hung out there a lot because it was a good way to not only raise your light level, but just really get your practice in on your loadouts and how you like to play and all this other stuff. And it was also pretty cool, you know, team-oriented game where you had to have people on certain spots and taking control of the map like you saw those guys were doing there. That guy wasn't particularly good, but, you know, it's just what it is, you know what I mean? The man was missing his shots, threw a grenade in the wrong spot, didn't realize that he should have used the SMG in that last fight and died because he tried to use a scout rifle at close range. There was a lot wrong there. But, you know.
That's funny.
I'm just saying.
That sound of that meta magic tool. Meta multi-tool.
Yeah, Midas. Yeah,
just brings
Midas
back memories.
Oh,
that
man.
click, 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 click. Mm-hmm. It's like it hits like a Mack truck, too, when he cannot.
I mean, 44 damage and 69 in the head. You only got like 100 health in Destiny, so.
Exactly.
Glad you saw my comment. I always see your comment, Junior. I see everybody's comments.
I was gonna bring you back, Mr. Glass. Remember the time we had who I will not name for the sake of privacy or preventing embarrassment. Someone was so stoned out of their peach, okay, that they couldn't hop on the invisible tiers. We were going for the Taken King.
Yeah.
And there's an area where all the platforms are invisible. And the only way you can see them is by taking your ghost out, which is, I guess, what keeps you alive, like your little digital heart. And it'll send out like a pulse and it'll show the images that are in front of you. But we were literally there for 45 minutes. Is that fair?
I would say it was over an hour, actually, because she couldn't realize that if you press A second time, you cut your jump. What do you mean? How do I cut my jump? You've been playing this game for this long, and you don't know how to press A.
Well, to her defense, it was one of the two.
So now we know it's a she.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Sure. You know, the king incognito over here don't want to say it, but I'm gonna say it. Her name is Lenora. She played Destiny 2 with us, played Destiny 1 with us. She was trash at the game.
The comments made by Mr. Glass do not reflect the opinions of Blast Media.
Bro,
nor D-Ray.
Okay.
Soul Resurrection Music.
Look at here, D-Ray. Here's the thing. You look, see this controller right here, bro? See this controller? You know how to use this controller, right? You know what buttons are what on this controller, right?
Facts.
Okay, so look, there's an A button. I don't know if y'all can see it real good, but like it's the green skittle right there. See that? See what he's holding up right there? He's holding it up better than me. The green skittle. All you gotta do is tap it twice, and you stop jumping. And it took her over an hour to realize that is what she had to do. After all of the rest of our raid team was telling her, just press A again. Just press A again. It stops you from jumping. You'll fall. You'll land where you gotta land. On time. Everything will be great. 45 an hour. I mean, I had people messaging me telling me, "Hey man, I got somebody else we can get, bro. We can just get her out of here that way." We can.
Look. I never grew up doing anything illicit as far as like drugs or liquor or anything like that. I didn't grow up like that. Like I would have an occasional wine cooler every now and then, but it was one night I was at work and my coworker was like, "Hey, you want to try one of these gummies?"
Oh Lord.
And I said, whatever, I'm bored. Let's see what happens. And I was working third shift and I was playing PUBG on my iPad.
Oh man.
And for whatever reason, the screen split into 2. Then it split into 4.
Good.
And
grief.
now I'm killing trying to kill 4 people.
You get multi-kills out here, man.
So the moral of the story is don't play when you're under the influence.
When you're on cloud 9.
Yeah, when that 45 minutes that she was trying to figure out how to hit A twice, I get it.
I mean, I understand that that's a great story. I understand, but one of the things, I think everybody that plays with me understands is that I'm very, very locked in on not wasting people's time. And so one of the things I try to do is to have everything situated so that way when everybody else comes along, we can go to where we're supposed to go, get what we're supposed to get, and get out. You know what I mean? And for her to just be in La La Land for that long, that wasn't it, dog. That wasn't it.
She was like, "I play so much better high." Yeah, but you can't jump.
Totally do. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
And if by some chance, Lenora, you ever see this, thank you for wasting an hour and a half of my life that I'll never get back. I appreciate it.
They will never forget you, whatever your name is. They will.
Wow.
I mean, that's true.
That's hilarious. All right, Mr. Glass, let's switch gears. Let's go into the era of the Division.
Oh.
That
you
was
see
my
his face light up? Y'all see his face light up right there? Division was
that was my. Go ahead.
I only played this game on the trial, like when I was taking my son to GameStop, and they had the trial, and I was like, "Oh, I love the premise of this, but I never really was able to."
You should have got it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But it was either a $60 game or some pull-ups. So
I mean, I feel it, but you could have got it on the, you could have got it that way. You know what I'm saying?
You just on a roll tonight, man.
I am. It's my show.
On the hookup. There you go. There you go.
Did you hear him?
Yes, I did.
This is my
said
show.
it. Yeah. You said it with more emphasis.
He said it with his head.
Yeah.
Kind of like Joffrey of Game of Thrones. He said it with some impression. This is my show. Like that. Anyway, here's a clip of Division 1.
Nothing like that headshot noise on Division 1, was it?
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed.
Gotta love it.
Best sound ever.
You know, it's
So-
crazy. I had a thought. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I just had a quick thought. It was just like, wow. I wonder if games like this was like pandemic training. You know what I mean?
In
Like,
some ways.
In some ways, you know, this was almost like a foreshadowing of a few years later, and here we are. We're going to be on lockdown for a few months, and you know, the world is kind of turning into that. It's just kind of weird. A lot of foreshadowing.
Well, in the Division, some of the ways you could say that it was foreshadowing, especially. And I don't want to go into weird things on this show, but like one of the things you could say is that there was factions. And there was people over here that believe this. There was people over here that believe that. And then there was people over here trying to do the government work. There was people over here trying to knock the government off. There was people over here in the shadows spreading false informations and everything like that. And in that way, it's a lot like what we have right now.
Well, you know, Blast is like that because, you know, you have some people that believe that Tom Brady is the GOAT. You have some people that believe LeBron James is the second coming of Black Jesus.
Oh, boy.
And then you have some people who believe that, you know, you shouldn't jock ride so much. Oh, and then you also have them idiots from Dallas.
Just a full-fledged all-around diss. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? He missed no one. He missed
the
no one.
the division.
I'm gonna enjoy this next season when the Pittsburgh Steelers can't find their way out of a paper bag. I'm gonna enjoy this.
Yeah.
You better hope I don't get your home address. But moving on.
Yeah, but the division, especially like the intro video, I was looking at it, bro. It is so much like current events.
Yeah.
Everything they were talking about, pandemic, and I mean everything. They literally foreshadowed what's happening right now. So I'm like, that is crazy.
Yeah,
But-
I mean, you could draw a lot of parallels on the division and real life events, and kind of showing people what it would be like in a situation where we face right now. And it's crazy because this isn't the only game that has done similar things to where you're like, that'll never happen. And then all of a sudden you look at outside and you're like, huh, that just happened.
It's like, oh, by the way.
You know, Big Los has no sense at all.
What do you say?
Carlos Big Los Massey has no sense at all. He just reported 237 pages who shared that Bobby Brown video where he's allegedly out of breath. He reported them. He's just
Wow.
He's just
Wow.
snitching is wrong. I'm publicly calling out my homeboy. Snitching is wrong.
That's
Hey,
messed
man.
up.
That's
Hey, he got love for the B man. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah,
So-
what did he say yesterday? Two things you can't talk about is Michael Jordan and Bobby Brown. That's right. Wasn't that it? You know what he said? That's tough.
Yeah, he wasn't liking that people saying he looked like TD Jakes. The resemblance was there.
Even though, I mean, come on. Even
The
though.
resemblance was there.
Kind of do. So, all right. So let's get back to the gaming thing. So, one of the things about the division that was really cool was the builds. You know, I mean, me, you, and Charger would spend hours researching builds and trying to find the right gear for each slot and understanding what that piece was going to give you. And then there was set pieces. And then there was how you make the set pieces work for your build and make sure it had enough of the electronics or firearms or what
Right.
have you that you needed for your build. So, I mean, it was a lot of min-maxing, and if you enjoyed that kind of thing in your looter shooter. By the way, what we're covering here today is looter shooters. I should have
Yes.
started by saying that. So if you understand the genre, that means games where you shoot stuff and stuff drops. That's what
Yep.
we're looking at in this scenario.
Indeed. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop our advanced into the Division 2.
Wait, before you
Yeah.
do that,
Yes, sir.
I have to ask you a question, Troy. You
Sure.
played both games a lot.
Mhm.
Which game do you think you enjoyed more?
It's funny because there was a lot in the first one that I loved that they didn't repeat in the second one.
Yeah.
Kinda. And the main thing I loved about Division 1 was Underground. That was my favorite because I wasn't about that PvP mess. But
Yep.
Underground, loved it. However, in Division 2, they created the Summit, which instead of going
down, you're going
underground,
up.
you're going up on a skyscraper, and it is really fun.
That's dope.
So it's kind of hard because I learned to adapt to 2 after 1 is no longer. Plus 2 looks a lot better graphically.
I think the weapons and stuff like that in the first game were cooler. Maybe they made some stuff now that would change my mind, but back when I was playing, I think the guns in the first game were more fun to use. Like the house was an unbelievable gun. They had snipers that would be really cool and really fun to use, and that was kind of my thing. So I would have to say Division 1, but maybe I should dive back into Division 2 at some point.
I'm telling you, man, because they're,
if Hobie over here didn't sell his Xbox, I'd already be playing. But
yeah, I wonder why he would do that. Anyway, let's go ahead and check out Division 2.
Rogue agent detected.
Need to move on.
Rogue airburst seeker mine detected.
My position.
Rogue turret detected. Serious trauma detected. Friendly combatants nearby. Immediate medical assistance needed. Agent incapacitated. Serious trauma detected.
No moments left.
Friendly combatants detected.
I'm here for you.
Rogue agent eliminated. Supply room access unlocked.
Hey, after playing Division for so long, was I the only person that had like a little bitty anxiety problem when he went down and that thing was picking him up super slow and you was wondering if he was actually going to get up or not, or was he going to destroy it?
Right.
I was like, come on, bro. You can make it. Come on.
That's the thing with those rogue agents, man. If they get close to you, they'll actually axe you. Like they'll take out an axe and kill you. So
Hey, Em, what's up? We were
lucked
literally
out.
talking about you in the first episode. That's super cool. How you doing?
What's happening? AKA Tanak.
So
That's our warlock tank.
yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay, I gotta tell this story.
Go ahead.
I think you know what story I'm fitting to tell, Trey. If
Yeah,
you
go
don't-
ahead.
So there was a time when we were playing World of Warcraft and we were in Ice Crown, or a dungeon that was leading up to Ice Crown Citadel. Like you were trying to gain power so you could get into the raid. And there was a part in the dungeon where you would have to clear one side of the room and then the other, right? So we cleared the first side of the room. Side cleared. I tell M, I said, okay, what we got to do now is we got to line everybody up on the right side of the room, and then I'm going to pull the left, right? And then she goes to the right, pulls everything with her, because she goes from left to right, and we all die.
We're living that down.
It's never going to happen, M. It's never going to happen. It's never going to
We're putting it on your tombstone.
Think about it like this, D-Ray. You played WoW. There were pulls, like, as I was the tank. Okay, so it was my responsibility to have the pull order and everything like that down. So here I go, I'm laying it out for him. It's perfect. Can't be beat, right? And here goes M, left to right, pulling every mob in the joint.
Oh, man.
It was bad.
Oh,
and then she got lost.
Oh, wow.
And then she got lost. The first person in history of WoW to get lost in a round room. Hey, we love you, Em. We do.
We love you, Em. Hey.
I don't hey, I got a video that we're gonna play, I guess, after the break. It reminded me of something. I'll play it after we
Okay.
All
right, Blast Artist.
Yes, indeed. We got a Blast Artist. It's my man, aka Wolf. It's Michael Lanthier, and this is his song that's called Ice. Let's check it out.
Yeah. That's a great tune right there.
Hey, that make you ready to go to war with the horde right there.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's time to get it on.
So definitely go to blastmusic247.com. You can sign up for free as an artist or even a fan. If you just love music, we would love to have you sign up. And again, it is free. come join us and check out some of these amazing artists that's on blast. You guys will have a blast.
Changing the game one artist at a time. Blast music 24/7. Go get it,
Yes,
y'all.
sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, M.
Oh,
we
wow,
try
you
to
got
be
the tagline
cool.
Right. Man, I'm proud of you.
Hey, man, I'm built for this, man. I got it.
So,
Hey,
D-Ray, you had something to say.
Yeah. So what y'all the story that you were describing reminded me of something that is like very, very popular in the WoW community that I just wanted to remind you
I
guys
think I know
about.
what he's about to play.
And,
So do I.
I'm gonna dedicate this to my new friend Emily.
Okay, guys, these eggs have given us a lot of trouble in the past. Does anybody need anything off this guy, or can we bypass him?
I think Leroy needs something from this guy.
Oh, he needs those devout shoulders. Isn't he a paladin?
Yeah, but that'll help him heal better. He'll have more mana.
Christ. Okay, well, what we'll do, I'll run in first, gather up all the eggs so we can kind of just, blast them all down with AoE. I will use Intimidating Shout to kind of scatter them so we don't have to fight a whole bunch of them at once. When my shout's done, I'll need Anthony to come in and drop his shout too, so we can keep them scattered and not to fight too many. When his is done, Bass, of course, will need to run in and do the same thing. We're going to need Divine Intervention on our mages, so they can AE, so we can, of course, get them down fast, because we're bringing all these guys. I mean, we'll be in trouble if we don't take them down quick. I think it's a pretty good plan. We should be able to pull it off this time. What do you think, Abdul? Can you give me a number crunch real quick?
Yeah, give me a sec. I'm coming up with 32.33, repeating, of course, percentage of survival.
Oh, that's a lot better than we usually do.
Alright,
thumbs up. Ready, guys?
Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins!
Oh my god, he just ran in. Save him!
Oh, geez, stick to the plan.
Oh, Jesus. Let's go.
Stick to the pledge,
Stick to the plan.
Oh, gee. Oh, fuck.
Give me Divine Intervention.
Hurry up.
Shout.
He's saying I can't cast. I can't move. Am I lagging, guys?
I can't move. What the hell? I can't AE. Oh my god.
The eggs keep spawning. More respawning.
I don't think you can cast with that shit. Oh my god.
We got him.
Take it off.
I got it.
Take it off. Come on, stay down.
Oh my god.
God damn it, Leroy.
God damn it. Leroy, you moron.
Leroy.
Leroy.
This is ridiculous.
I'm on it. So mass. I'm down. Forking down. God damn it.
This is
I got killed before I could
we
remove
died
him.
on this. God. Oh,
See,
Spiffy res us.
Why do you do this shit, Leroy?
I'm trying.
It's not my fault.
Who's soul stoned?
We do have a soul stone up, don't we?
Anthony, do you got soul stones?
Warlock.
Oh god.
Oh, for...
Great job.
For Christ's sake. Leroy, you were...
It's not my fault.
Way to go, Leroy.
That is one of the most classic things in the history of WoW. I think anybody who's ever, and especially me, I feel for the guy who was telling everybody what they were supposed to do, because as the raid leader, you're supposed to make sure everybody's on point, and then what Leroy does is just destroy all of that careful planning and trial, and nope, Leroy gonna get in there, he gonna get his.
That is crazy.
You gotta love that, though.
All right, Glass. We got something special for you.
Okay.
This is called Breaking the Glass. And basically what this is about is we're going to show you video games or have questions to try to break the glass, if you will.
Okay.
But this time I'm giving you a leg up, because we talked about a lot of honorable mentions last week. So I wanted to kind of recap on some of those honorable mentions. So I'll show something. You tell me what it is, which I already know you will, because these are all things we discussed, but also just give us a little take back history of what you think. All right. So here's the first one.
Rise from your grave.
Power up. Power up.
Welcome to your doom.
Wow. The original Alter Beast.
Yes,
what
sir.
classic. I mean,
I would play that now.
I would too, man. I mean, why not? So when I first played that game, I had to be 9 or 10. But it came out before that, I believe. I don't know, man.
I think it was
a
an
game
arcade
that I
game.
played. Yeah. Then it went to the Sega Genesis.
Right.
That's what I played it on.
I got you.
So, it is great classic. We did talk about that last week, so I
Yes,
do remember
indeed.
us saying that. But if anybody doesn't know that game, so what the whole thing... You know what I really got from watching that before I go into that?
Go ahead.
That is what was called a bullet sponge. That boss that guy was fighting, how many times did he have to swing at that thing to get it to go down? I mean, that was ridiculous.
So forgive me, Mr. Glass. We still have a whole bunch of goodies for you to share. So
Okay.
make them short and sweet.
All right, let's go. All right.
Here we go. This is the next one.
Rapid
what is
fire.
this?
I mean, one of the most classic games in the history of gaming, Golden Axe.
Yes, indeed.
Crazy.
The sound effects are so cheesy to me.
Absolutely.
Sound like he was doing all the sound effects through a walkie-talkie.
Yeah, right. Like he sounded like it was one guy doing all the sound effects of the game.
Yeah, what's crazy is now that I'm on the other side of audio engineering, I understand how big that wave file was to just get that in the game. You know what I mean? The limitations of that, it's just crazy now. Now it all makes sense.
One day we're gonna have you explain MIDI, because I'd love to know
hear
about that.
Actually, I would.
In the games.
You know what we
Indeed.
should do? And I don't know if you're gonna be free next week, D-Ray, but I would love to make next week about the audio side of gaming. We can do some stuff with like
yeah,
theme music or what have you in games, and you can explain to us how that got there and what we're hearing.
That'd be dope. I love that. All right, on to the next. Let us know what you think this is.
Sure, some fine looking things in here tonight, boy. Every eye's on you, partner. You the man. So who you gonna take home, huh?
Hey, she's with me.
Why am I not convinced?
I said, back off.
Hey, man, I can tell it's gonna get crazy real quick. That's it, Daddy. Now you calling the shots. I know that had to hurt, man. There you go.
While you down there, how about you shine my shoes?
So I believe I never played this game. I know that sounds incredible, but I believe this is Def Jam Fight for New York.
You're on point. You got it.
Okay, because I know Vendetta came out and it was a little bit later, so it probably looks a little better. So I'm gonna say it was Fight for New York. So
it did. That game was still very fun, even though now that I look at it, I'm like, wow, I used to rock that game.
I know, dude. Some of the games in this list, like, wow, we played stuff like that.
Oh, we got plenty to show, Miss Lena. You came at a good time.
Absolutely.
All right, let's keep it rolling. Classic.
Ninja Gaiden, one of the best franchises that there ever was. But I look back on watching that, how brutal was that game for that time?
Tons of red sauce.
Oh,
tons.
Man. Looked like it was a pizza parlor, bro. Like, dang.
You know, I look at these games and I remember when they came out, and in my mind, I'm like, man, instead of crazy girl I was dating during that time, I could have been playing that game. It'd been probably would have been a whole lot cheaper too. And I wouldn't have had to get an order of protection. Oh, damn. Skip that part. Anyway, moving on.
Oh, overshare.
See, that's the one where you can't say any names. That'd be bad. You don't want to do that.
Indeed.
You've been watching since the beginning. This is my speed. GUI is awesome. Very brutal. Absolutely. Absolutely, Lana.
Yeah. That game, because if I'm correct, Nintendo was not even thinking about putting that game out at that time. They were so PR friendly. They were not trying to do that.
Yeah, right? they Xbox got the license to Ninja Gaiden when Nintendo pretty much just cast it off because, like you say, Nintendo was going a much more like family friendly route with Mario, Zelda, Pokemon, that kind of thing with the Game Boy and stuff like that. You know, they were doing their thing like that. So Xbox came in, swooped that up, and the rest is history. I'm actually thinking, like, where's the next Ninja Gaiden at? Like, we could see one of those come soon and, you know, revolutionize everything. That could be Xbox's God of War. If you think about it.
That is true.
Wow, that's a good point.
But it's up to old boy. I can never pronounce his long name.
Don't even try. I can't do it neither.
Yaki.
Some dude over there.
No, that's not
video
right.
games.
His name is long, bro. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just saying. Anywho,
you're a long name, dude.
So let's keep it moving. Let's check this out.
Weapons free. Bridge secure. Hold your fire. Guys, stay in the boat till we secure the deck. Over. Roger that. Squad, on me. Stairs, clear. Last call. Hallway, clear. Sweet dreams. Crew quarters clear. Move up. Forward deck's clear. Green light on Alpha. Go. Ready, sir. Man out. 3 meter spread. Got 2 on the platform. I see them. Weapons free. Roger that. Target neutralized. Tango down. We've got company. Hammer 2-4, we've got tangos on the 2nd floor. Copy. Engaging. Bravo 6, Hammer's at bingo fuel. We're bugging out. Big Bird will be on station for evac in 10.
Woo. Ice cold.
Okay, it's definitely a Call of Duty campaign. But I don't know which Call of Duty it is, only because when I get a Call of Duty, I go directly to multiplayer. I don't think I've ever played a Call of Duty campaign.
For real?
Yeah.
That is the first Modern Warfare.
Modern Warfare, okay.
Yeah.
I was either thinking it was Modern Warfare or it was Black Ops 2, but I didn't know which.
Yes, indeed. First big game. Yeah.
Call of Duty's, so this, I'm going to talk about Call of Duty really brief. Sure. Call of Duty is one of those franchises that you buy every time, you play for like a month, and you never touch it again. It's a very strange line that people have with that game, to where even on Twitch, you know, I'm a streamer and stuff, so like I watch the metrics on Twitch. That game is hot for about 15 days, and then it just nosedives in popularity. It's crazy.
Dang. Yeah, I agree. After I finish the campaign, I have no interest.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a multiplayer guy, so I'm
Mhm.
okay with the multiplayer, but it gets boring like really quickly.
Yeah. Gotcha. Anything you got to add to that, D-Ray?
Nah, yeah, you can go ahead and on and continue. I agree. You know, it has a very, very short shelf life. I think I probably have played Call of Duty Mobile more than I've actually played the actual game on a gaming system, only because it's on my phone and, you know, they don't have a different version that comes out every year. So, but yeah, so.
That makes sense.
Looks good, though.
Fair enough. Yes, indeed. All right. This is our last one, which is perfect timing. Last but definitely not least.
So considering that I've been playing Elden Ring a lot on my streams now, this is Dark Souls 3, I believe.
That is correct.
So that one I played a lot of. I love Dark Souls series. I played each of them, put a lot of time into 2 and 3 respectively, and now I'm on the Elden Ring. So, hey, not to throw my own plug out here, but you guys can see me live in about 15, 20 minutes on Twitch
Plug away,
playing
my
Elden
brother.
Ring. So if you
Plug
like the way
away.
that game looked, come see what's going on with me on Twitch.
Yes, indeed.
See, that's how a real player rolls right there. You know, that's how a boss does. I do have a sad story associated with this game.
Okay.
Right. So I'm about to graduate from undergraduate. About to get my degree. My coworker is like, "Hey, you need to try this game, Dark Souls 3." Now I'm on my way to divinity school at the time, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to be playing anything that's got no, got demons and stuff in it, right? So I get the game, take it home, and for whatever reason, I lost it. I lost the game, and I had to go and buy him another one, and I never got. Never.
That's crazy.
2011. I remember it. Remember it like it was yesterday, because I really hated having to go to GameStop to buy a game that I was not going to play.
Wow.
Right. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's
I
tough.
can tell you this, man.
For those that are interested and are wondering, no, I did not finish Divinity School. My path went considerably a different way.
Understandable.
And we can attribute it to the fact that you played Dark Souls 3. So
I got close to the pouch. And plus, I like the clip that you showed. I like the player's strategy, because it looked like the strategy you just had to hit the monster in the butt crack. So
that seemed to be the safest spot, because everywhere else,
a lot of times when you're playing the Souls, what they call the Soulsborne games, because there's Bloodborne and there's the Dark Souls series, a lot of times what you're trying to do is find a safe place where the monsters' attacks don't hit, and a lot of times that's the back leg or the front leg. So you'll see a lot of the, like, especially speedrunners, they'll go directly for that spot and just and then dodge when they do the ground slam and then do that until they're dead. That's a very common strategy.
Quite effective. So there it is, breaking the glass. Well,
I'm unbroken this week, guys. Y'all gotta come with something better next week. Try to stump me.
Yes.
I was trying, and what is this? Incognito. That's what he's going about this week. He told me to be nice. Yeah. So
man, y'all gotta come with some fire next week.
Okay.
Something that, especially because Incognito over here knows what I play. He's known me most of my life at this point, so he would know more than anybody what I play. So he knows what to put on that list to stump me, or so he thinks.
Okay, so Miss Lena, we could probably devote an entire show on how big of a ripoff GameStop actually is as a company and as a brand. So, and plus I'm a former employee, so you know.
I have a lot of friends that are former employees of GameStop, and I can tell you this, and I'll. This is gonna be a weird topic. I know we're out of time almost, but this is a weird topic. But I think stores like GameStop and Radio Shack and all of those kinds of places are necessary because it gives teenagers jobs. And there's not a lot of things that teenagers can do that is up their alley. And when you're talking about video games, most of the time teenagers know what video games are. And so if you're saying that you can employ them and get them going off to maybe save it for college or whatever, I think stores like that are really good. Now, is it a good thing for consumers? No, not at all.
See, and I like that theory, but it's always some dude that's my age telling me how I need a protection plan and how what I don't know about what I didn't come in there for. So anyway,
you know, when I went to GameStop for the very first time, I was probably 14 or 15. I went in there, and I tell you what, I had the greatest experience there of anybody possible, because when I was 14, I believe the Dreamcast came out, right?
Okay.
But before it came out, the guy who was the manager of the store happened to be there, saw me and my family come in. I was there to get a PlayStation game, right? But he saw me and he goes, "Hey man, you into video games a lot?" I'm like, "Yeah man, I play these all the time." He's like, "I got something for you." And he was like, "This is a Dreamcast kiosk. No one has ever played this before at this store. We just got it today. I'm not even supposed to let anybody touch it until next week. But because I'm pretty sure you're not going to be here next week, I'm going to let you try it out." So I wound up playing a couple Dreamcast games early before anybody had ever seen them. And that's why I was so hooked on the Dreamcast immediately.
My best friend still has his Dreamcast.
If there wasn't, so we got flooded at my old house in the basement. If not for that, I would have still had mine. I love that system.
One of the best, especially since you could burn your own games.
I mean, we ain't gonna talk. Hey, now see, he you remember how earlier in the show I was like, "Yeah, you know what? You can get him on." Man, this man took it all away.
Right. Drop snitching.
I just took your inspiration and Leroy's as well.
Hey, look, it's time to play the jingle before we get banned or something.
No doubt.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was an hour. We're supposed to, or an hour and 3 minutes. We're supposed to be an hour or less. So I'm gonna let you guys get to it. Like I said, I'll be on my Twitch channel, Mr_Glass_Gaming on Twitch. You can catch me here in about 20 minutes. I gotta grab a drink of water, and I'm there. All right, I will see you guys in a few minutes. Troy, hit the music, baby.
Next week, guys. GG.
GG.